Howdy, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome to a live stream of my Oregon coastal trip right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. So, happy days, if you know what I mean. So, it's absolutely impressive, and you know, I do enjoy from what is worth, and coming back from here, from Idaho to Oregon and Oregon to Idaho, well, my parents needed like R&R, and I'll talk about the Oregon coast today. And it was spectacular. Well, I had to go pack and everything. I mean, the only things I was allowed to bring was my Nintendo Switch and also the Super Game Boy pack. So, yes, the trip is worth it. The trip was absolutely worth it. I used to have this SNES, well, the Super NES Mini, if you like to call, I mean, Junior. But now I carry the Super Game Boy pack, and you play Super Nintendo cartridges. But enough about that. Let's talk about the ones I've been to, such as the likes of the Oregon coast. It was a long drive. It was a really long drive. I'll give you that. And it was long, so we kind of were left in the middle of the day. I thought we were supposed to leave in the middle in an early afternoon, and then time-wise. And so my parents and myself going straight to the state of Oregon. We were going to the West Coast, passing from Baker City, which is the final city, which is the first city for those who are going in Pacific time zone. And a straight shot to La Grande, all the way up to crossing through the Blue Mountains, and straight passing through Pendleton, Oregon, and passing through Hermiston as well. And then right next to us is part of the state line of the Columbia River. The Columbia River is just a part of the state line, not the whole river of the Columbia River itself. And so we made it. The state line of the Columbia River is Oregon and Washington side by side. And it was a straight shot to the Dalles, Oregon. Yeah, you heard me. The Dalles, Oregon. And be right back. I'm just going to get myself a map to look upon. Or, actually, I don't have to go get myself a map. I can actually look it up in, Google Maps, if you like to go in a way. I mean, it's as simple as that. So, passing through Baker City, there was Durkee. Now, like I said, Mahler County was Pleasant Valley, Encina, Baker City, Oregon, Mahler County. It's the only county that's in the mountain time. The rest of the other counties you see is in Pacific time. So, yeah, that's about it. You're not going to to see anything else around Baker City, Oregon, and then you see North Powder. I mean, in the outskirts of Baker City, Oregon. And right there is right in the Blue Mountains, and there was Wallowa Whitman National Forest. And the tiny towns of Joseph and Enterprise. And yeah, I mean, it was kind of funny how this works. and so on and so forth. So we passed through. Need to get to La Grande, Oregon, and so into the Blue Mountains. There's Umatilla National Forest. Yeah, nice view there. And now we finally made our way into Pendleton, Oregon. As happy as we can be. It was, yeah, and then there was Umatilla, Oregon, and there's Hermiston as well. And once again, the state line, we had to go, a part of the river was the state line, if you like to call, so. And, you know, it is just absolutely incredible. And so, it was a town of Arlington, Oregon, and so right there is the state line, and then you see Highway 14 right across the river to Patterson, Whitcomb, Alderdale, Muna, Roosevelt, Sundale, Bates. Yeah, it follows through the Columbia River. And right next to us there is the Dalles, Oregon. So we stopped there for just one night, for one night only, because it was like around 5 o'clock. And right next to the Dalles is Dallesport, Washington. So it's like another part of the city of the Dalles. So there's Dallesport, Washington. And there was the dams, the big dams. Like, yes, it is that big. It is absolutely incredible. The Dalles Dam. It's huge. The Dalles Dam. But it wasn't the only dam we saw. It wasn't the only dam we saw. And there was John Day Dam, the John Day Dam. And there was oh, by the way, there was a Mary Hill Stonehenge Memorial. Of course, we didn't go to that one, but that would be great if we did go to the Stonehenge Memorial, and that would be great. I mean, I don't see a problem because here it's on U.S. Highway 97 in the tiny town of Biggs Junction. Biggs Junction. And yes, it just continue Oregon Trunk Rail Bridge, which is a nice bridge, to be honest. And there's some islands along the river. And then we saw the Dalles Dam, and then the Dalles, Oregon, along with right next to us is, well, there's the Columbia Gorge Regional Airport. Of course, the Dalles has its own airport. What do you expect from the Dalles Airport? And yes, there's south of the Dalles is farmland, lots of farmland, of course. The further you go, I mean, you're still in some a little ways away in the Dalles, Oregon, and it wasn't too bad. And also, we enjoyed eating pizza for dinner, but the pizza we ate is called Spooky Pizza. Like, what? You ate pizza called Spooky Pizza? Like, why does this pizza spook the living daylights out of you? And I'm going to say, no. Why would you say that? I mean, come on. Spooky's Pizza is absolutely delicious. It's delicious. It's real good. I mean, you can customize your own pizza. It was the very first time to eat pizza over there. Oh my gosh, it's was created back in 1966 is my guess. 1966. And it's family owned. It's not corporate owned. It's kind of just like Whataburger. Just like Whataburger, if you like to know. It is just the pizza over there is just absolutely delicious. It is just absolutely scrumptious, well made, and it's absolutely incredible. If it was corporate owned, the pizza, how I would say, would taste a little different than I never thought it would be. But with Spooky's Pizza, it's family owned, just like Whataburger back in Texas. And you know what? I love the I love the pizza at Spooky's Pizza. It's absolutely delicious. Never forget it. Whew. Sorry, I sneezed. And it is just absolutely amazing when it comes to Spooky's Pizza. Ground beef, basil, the works. It's just absolutely delicious. I love it. It's just exciting. It's just still trying to enjoy my days if it were my last, and it's incredible. And it's just wonderful. I'll give you that. And to be honest, I did enjoy. I mean, what can you expect from Spooky's Pizza? It is absolutely exciting. And with Spooky's Pizza has an upbeat counter serve spot for Italian and American eats. Like, yes, not only they serve pizza, but they serve sandwiches as well. And there is amid whimsical decor. And there is a wheelchair accessible parking lot, wheelchair accessible seating, wheelchair accessible restroom, wheelchair accessible entrance, assertive hearing loop. Yes, and the food, they have lunch, dessert, dinner, and the seating. The atmosphere is casual, cozy, and trendy. There can be college students, family friendly in a way. So that's all I'm gonna say. And it is absolutely delicious. Spooky's Pizza is just incredible, absolutely incredible. In the Dalles, Oregon, and it is just I was thrilled. I was excited. And so uh since we stopped at the Dalles, we stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. So it was not too far from Spooky's Pizza. So yeah. Of course, there's Denny's, don't get me wrong. And there was Motel 6, KFC's Chicken. Yep, Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the Dalles, Oregon. It was incredible. Of course, it only opens from Tuesdays through Saturdays, but they close on Sundays and Mondays, which is kind of sad for me because that's how it is. So you're not gonna get what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna have, and you're not gonna get from anything else from what you're looking at apart. And there's the Dallesport, Washington. Not a big city, but it's called Dallesport, of course. If they like to go get something, of course, in a way, per se, I mean, they don't mind. It's Dallesport Road, or the old ferry road. The old ferry, and I mean, going from crossing, I don't know. I mean, why would you need a ferry in a way to get to the other side? So, yeah. After a night's stay at the Dalles, Oregon, we decided to, well, continue our journey. Of course, Mount Hood was right on the other side of the Dalles. I mean, of course, if you want to check out Mount Hood, you just got to go uphill further into the farmlands, of course, of the Dalles, Oregon, just south of the Dalles, of the outskirts of the Dalles, Oregon, and then you see farmland from across that's south of the Dalles, south of the Dalles. And just remember, when you're in the Dalles, Oregon, there's farmland up the plateaus just south of the Dalles, Oregon, and then to your right you will see Mount Hood right there, and it's a spectacular view. I did get right over there. I get a clean shot, a good look of Mount St. Helens, and there was Mount Adams. I think I saw Mount Adams or Mount St. Helens, either one of them. But of course, Mount Rainer's on the other side of Washington. And then, of course, the city of the Dalles is like the anchor point gateway between the Cascades and the dryness of that's not the Cascades. So wet and dry, dry and wet. So the Dalles is in the anchor point in between. So that is it. The Hood, and when you go to the Hood River, yeah, it begins more evergreen, if you like to know. And there's Bonneville, the Bridal Veil, yeah, and then there's what we went to, passing the tiny city of Dodson. There's Multnomah Falls, Wakena Falls, and there's Fairy Falls. It's too bad my folks didn't get a good look on some other waterfalls. We saw Multnomah Falls, which is of course it's something else entirely. And then you get the idea. And we saw Horseshoe Falls. It was incredible. The Ponytail Falls, Horseshoe Falls. It is just absolutely exciting. It is so exciting. Getting a good look at the waterfalls, yes. And then Horsetail Falls. I think it was Horsetail Falls. Yeah, Horsetail, not Horseshoe. Horsetail Falls. Horsetail Falls. Sorry, not Horseshoe Falls. Horsetail Falls. It was a wonderful view. It was a wonderful view. There was the Rock of Ages Arch. Ponytail Falls. My gosh. Trails, trails, and more trails. Of course, like there was you have to, if you want to go check out Multnomah Falls, it's just not possible to go. I mean, usually you don't have to pay a fee when it comes to go to Multnomah Falls. I mean, it was owned back from the state, the state of Oregon owns it, and now someone else privately owns it, and it's just, yeah, and you have to pay a fee for someone who is privately owned the tourist attraction and all this and that, and it's just completely stupid. I find it ridiculously stupid. It's just not even funny. Oh, sure, I mean, you can ride your bicycle or walk, but no permit required if you don't have, like, what? But, I mean, come on, really? What is up with that? It's all about money, 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 really. I mean, I'm not impressed. It just takes the fun out of it. So we keep on going to the historic Columbia River Highway, and we checked out uh, another waterfall in like, yeah, it's spectacular. You know, it's absolutely spectacular. Well, you know, Franciscan Sisters of the Eucharist. I think we just kind of passed that one. So yes, and look at that, Angels Rest Lookout. It's and yeah, we did see him on Joaquina Falls, and it was incredible. And there was Benson State Park, Hartman Pond, and Benson Lake. And then we continue on. I know I'm going to do some videos. It's about my Oregon coastal trip, and you get the idea. It'll be 4 episodes of my Oregon coastal trip, so you'll get to see the Pacific Ocean, and besides some of the waterfalls. Look at that, Shepherd's Dell Falls. Oh, Bridal Veil. I'm just happy. I'm just so happy. We continue back now. We go back onto the freeway. And a straight shot to Corbett, Springdale, and we were a straight shot to Troutdale. So we were in the outskirts in the city of Portland, Oregon itself. While for those in the state of Washington, yes, the outskirts of Portland, the outskirts of Vancouver, Washington, such as Washougal, Washington, and Camas, Washington. So yeah, if you get my drift, you get the idea, and there you go. And Vancouver, Washington, thank you very, very much. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. So instead of going straight to downtown Portland, we went a straight shot to, you're going to like this, a straight shot to Interstate 205. And then we head south going to Sunnyside. Yes, then that's a real name of a city. Happy Valley. Passing, and there's Clackamas, the city of Clackamas. We were entering in Clackamas County, and there's Oregon City. Oregon is where the end of the Oregon Trail is, where the land of the rich soil, rich black soil, right here in the valley that stretches all the way from beginning from Vancouver to Portland to Salem to Corvallis. You heard me, to Corvallis. To Corvallis, all the way to Eugene, Oregon. You heard me, to Eugene, Oregon. Oh, wow. And it was worth it. So we have to go keep on going west to McMinnville is my guess, to McMinnville, but we don't want to go to Salem. So yeah, and it was something else entirely. I mean, we go to Highway 221 to Cloverdale, and I know there's the Willamette River, so don't get me wrong on that. The Willamette River, and rich soil, and we're passing into the city of Dayton, and then there's McMinnville to our right. The Evergreen Aviation and Space Museum, which is incredible, I'll give you that. So we stick into Highway 18. Highway 18, passing of Yamhill. We were in Yamhill County. And on our way to the final city, which is in Sheridan, and there's Wilhelmina up north of us, and there's Navarra Gardens, Valley Junction, Grand Ronde Agency, a tiny Grand Ronde City, and into the Cascades and straight into the Oregon coast. The famous U.S. Highway 101. And finally, we reached to our destination, Lakin City, Oregon. Yes, it was worth it, and I would say, yes, it is worth it. It was worth it. It was so worth it, and we stopped in a place called the Coho Oceanfront Lodge. It was a 3-star hotel. It wasn't too bad, to be honest, a 3-star hotel, which is pretty amazing. And then and to my surprise and my curiosity, I saw some palm trees in the Oregon coast besides the valley on the rich soil. Like, how are there palm trees around in the state of Oregon itself, in the Cascades? It should not grow into this climate, for crying out loud. But guess what? It does, to be honest. It really, truly does, if you think about it. So guess what? It really does exist. When we shut down the tide pools. The tide pools of there's high tide and low tide, and when it comes to low tide, you get to see up close of the marine life in a way. And yes, there's mussels on the beach, on the tide pools of high tide. When it becomes to low tide, when it's high tide, it's like completely cut off access. So it does this every single day. So we finally made it to the Coho Oceanfront Lounge. We enjoyed our stay there for the night and eat some dinner in a famous 60s restaurant. And it was incredible. I really do enjoy it. And we did have lunch in a Mexican restaurant called Mazatlan. And it was fantastic. I enjoyed it. I really do. And and then our journey begins, and then we had some breakfast, and then we're going to Newport, Oregon. Not Newport Beach, California, because don't get them completely off the ball there. And my gosh, and there is Cutler City, Kernville, Glendon Beach, in Pacific Palisades, Lakin Beach, Depot Bay. I mean, it was a little bit of ways away to Newport, and there's Beverly Beach, Agate Beach, and finally we arrived in the town of Newport, and our destination is, we got to go to the Oregon Coast Aquarium, and it was my first time going there to the Oregon Coast Aquarium, and it was fantastic. We're crossing a suspension bridge, the Yaquina Bay Bridge, if you like to call it. So yes, it was spectacular. It was awesome. It was awesome sauce, and I'm still being as main event Leo Wolverine, and there's the Newport Bell Riverboat Bed, Hatfield Marine Science Center, and yes, and there's the Oregon Coast National Wildlife Refugee Complex and the Yaquina Bay Estuary Trail, and yes, the Oregon Coast Aquarium. It does open. Times are varying, like Tuesdays through Sundays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It opens at 10 a.m. in the morning and closes at 6 p.m. And Monday on a Labor Day. Hours, midnight differ, or might differ, if you like. Hours might differ in such a way when it comes to holidays or something like that. And there's the Coastal Discovery Center at Camp Gray. Yes, you heard me. Camp Gray. It was incredible, and I get to see this and that, and I love it. I absolutely love it. You have no idea. There was Rocky and Sandy galleries were open, and then when I went to check out the underwater tubes, checked out sharks, School of Fishes. Yes, you heard me. The School of Fishes. And yes, there is like a restaurant in the aquarium from like the beginning at the entrance. And yes, that is what a great way to spend an afternoon, and checking out this and that, the wildlife, the marine life, the sea anemones. And it's just absolutely incredible. It's just, I would say the Oregon Coast Aquarium is worth to check out, but I never thought it can actually be that expensive to enter. Like, what? Yes, it is. It is a 23-acre facility with northwestern birds and fish, seals, sea lions, jellyfish, and a deep water tank. You heard me, in a deep water tank. It's just incredible. So yeah, I would say, my goodness. And the ticket prices, adults for like ages 18 to 64 is at $29.95, and seniors 65 and older $23.95. Young adults 13 to 17 is $23.95, and the child's ages 3 to 12 is $19.95. Infants and toddlers are free, and the guests between ages 0 to 2. So there you go. And that's the weekend admission rate. The weekday admission rate, well, at least that's a bit of something else entirely. The animal feed times, the sea otter feed, the pinniped feed, and the seabird aviary feed, and you get the idea. So yes, it was great. I enjoyed it. It was one of the most spectacular things that comes to mind. The Yaquina Bay Shellfish Preserve, yeah, the sea anemones, and checking out back to the Gulf Coast. Not the Gulf Coast, the ocean coast, the Oregon coast, not Gulf Coast. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. The Oregon Pacific Ocean Coast, the ocean coast. Duh! Stupid. Sates Bay. Sates Bay, yep. Back to Lakin City, Oregon, not Nebraska. Not Lincoln, Nebraska. Lakin City, Oregon. And checking out more around the Oregon coastal beaches of the Pacific Ocean. And I say, hi, Japan, what's up? And what's up around in Japan, So we enjoyed our time, and day and night, and finally eat somewhere around for dinner, and you get the idea. It was great. It was really great, to be honest. So enjoying my time around. And then the next day we went to, well, you're gonna like this. We had to go all the way up to the city called Seaside, Oregon. You heard me. Seaside, Oregon. And yeah, Seaside, Oregon. And Like, why do you want to go to Seaside, Oregon? I mean, you want to go to Seaside, Oregon for this? I'm going to say, yes. Why? Well, I don't know. I mean, we start traveling from beginning straight from Lincoln City, Oregon, to the famous U.S. Highway 101, Cascade Heat Rainforest Trailhead. And to be honest, to our surprise, and yeah, we see Newscoin, the tiny town of Newscoin. Yeah, it was there. And we saw some, we keep going, and we kept on going. I'm not saying we haven't. We kept on going. And to be honest, there's like some farmland near the coast. I was like, how is there going to be farmland in the Oregon coast? That's impossible. You got to be crazy. You got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me when there's like the farmland right on the coast. And like, this is not possible. You want to have farmland near the coast or near the coast of the beach, and like, wow, this is something new to behold. There's farmland in the coastal area of Oregon itself, and yes, and we saw it with our own eyes, and it's like, my eyes don't deceive me because they're not kidding. It's not a joke, and it's not a game, and we saw it with our very own eyes, and there was a road called So Little Time Road. It's the word spelled so, SEWLITTLE or TIME. Like, yeah, that's the name. So Little Time Road. Ooh, somebody's gonna have the most spectacular day of their lives, and it comes to the name So Little Time Road. Yeah. Farmland near the ocean coast. I wish I was lying, but I'm not. You should check out, U.S. Highway 101, oh my goodness. It's like walking into the land of the enchanted forest, and it's like walking into a storybook. It's just absolutely beautiful. I can't imagine. I'm checking out the farmland, the rich soil of farmland right there, and it's just absolutely amazing. It's so amazing. Such an amazing trip to check things out, and it's just, yeah, farmland here and there, and Fawcett Creek Road, So Little Time Road. That's how it's pronounced. That is how it's pronounced. It's like, I'm not adding insult to injury, but we were getting close to the city of the outskirts of Tillamook, and finally I get to go back into Tillamook, and yes, there's farmland around the outskirts of Tillamook itself, and I kid you not, it is just absolutely amazing. And we check out Tillamook's factory, and there was the Tillamook Inn, the Ashley Inn, the Tillamook Creamery. Yeah, the Tillamook Creamery, and that's where we went to, where they make their famous cheese, their famous ice cream, and I believe they make like sour cream, as my guess, but that's just me, of course. It is just absolutely amazing. You cannot comprehend of what is going on. The food court, the gift shops. all this and that. It is great. The town of Tillamook itself. They have cheddar cheese. The orange block cheddar cheese where you eat when you try to eat your cheeseburgers into it. So yes, the cheddar, and there's Monterey cheddar, and there's mild cheddar, and and the types of cheese and how they make their cheese and curds and whey to separate the curds and whey. And there will be a video with a bit of a demonstration of how they make the blocks of cheese and vacuum sealed into it. And it's just, it's so fantastic. And it also gives you some information like with the travel, a little education, this and that about how they make their cheese. I mean, back in the old, my gosh, the last time I came to the Tillamook factory it's the Tillamook Creamery, the gift shop, and this, it was several years ago. It was during the 2010s, and that was it. I don't think it was so there was breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the Tillamook Cheese Factory featuring cheese-based American classics. So yeah, it was pretty good. It was so good. It was the famous US Highway 101, the Tillamook Ice Cream, Tillamook Food Court, the Tesla Supercharger, and there's that's not about the Tesla Charger. Yes, there's a charger station. I get it. Yes, and for the first time, and they serve pizza. They serve pizza inside the creamery of the food court. Like, how would they serve pizza? That's ridiculous. And they serve bison burgers. Yes, they serve cheeseburger, bison burger, like bowls of, it's so. And yeah, there's the processing of this, the cheese. They're self-guided tours. They're free and enjoying at your own pace. And you don't need a reservation to stop by or take a self-guided tour. It's awesome. The Tillamook Creamery is 7 days a week. It's open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. 7 days a week. And there's a dairy co-op for Tillamook on that creamery. And yeah, it is just absolutely amazing. And, don't forget to indulge some delicious ice cream and the best cheese curds. Cheese curds of delicious cheese from Tillamook. It's just, I love it. I'll never forget it. It's just absolutely exciting. So yes, great prices to sell. You may get a really good price when it comes to over there. And then, so we did enjoy our ice cream. I did enjoy my ice cream. It was good. It was really good. And so we keep on going and straight shot to Seaside, Oregon, passing to the city of Bay City. And right across Miami Cove, yes, the Miami Cove. That's the name of a cove, not the cove itself. Or there's some of the, and it is the town of Garibaldi, Oregon. So yeah, the town of Garibaldi, Oregon, and yeah, it has its own harbor view. An incredible crabbing dock Garibaldi, and then it was there. And we kept on going and heading straight up north to passing Watseko, Rockaway Beach. Nice name, by the way. Rockaway Beach, Manhattan Beach, Nadona Beach House, Brighton, passing Wheeler, Nehalem, not Bethlehem, Nehalem. That's how it's named. And the tiny town of Manzanita, Neka, and this is a weird name. Neocani Beach. Yeah, Neocani Beach. Native American name is my guess. So, yeah. Passing Cannon Beach. And then finally making, with all the scenery, this and that. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now finally making our way to Seaside, Oregon. So yes, Seaside, Oregon. What we did not expect is that there was an event and there was my gosh, traffic was so heavy. We were going to come at the right place, but we came at the wrong time. The right place, yes, but at the wrong time. We should have known better. There wasn't an event happening around here. And so, guess what? We had to double back in a way that we should have known better. And guess what? We had to go and double back. So we had to double back, and it was like, we're going to go back. So I don't care. We're going back straight to Lincoln City, Oregon, and I don't care if anyone tells us that, but that should have known better. We came at the right place, but we came at the wrong time. That we should have known better. That should have not happened. Otherwise, because that was awful timing. Awful timing. And so, we went back the way we came. Sort of. Well, we did. However, we stopped by at a restaurant near Garibaldi, Oregon. So, yeah. It was there. So we head back the way we came. Of course, we were hungry. Don't get us wrong. We were so hungry. So we decided to have some lunch or dinner, like lunch or like, what is the word between lunch and dinner? In a way, I don't know. Lunch and dinner. How am I supposed to name the words lunch and dinner? Dunner? Like, is that even a word? It's made up, but you could say that's awesome in a way. You certain? No, I'm not certain. Not certain. Not. No. Because, of course, we did get a good looking view of on the cliffs while on US Highway 101 and the view from the Pacific Ocean. It was great. It was absolutely great. It was wonderful. It was awesome sauce. You cannot imagine to come at a better cost at a better time, and yeah. I think we did. I mean, stop at an eatery someplace. Of course, the pricing on the food from where we went to was ridiculously high. And it was not not something what we had in mind, but we did enjoy it. I did enjoy my first tsunami burger. You heard me. My very first tsunami burger. It was good. It was delicious. And the first time I tried a tsunami burger was absolutely delicious. So yeah, like first tsunami burger and a way to display. I think it was like, yeah. And Elks Flat Rock. Oof. Woo! Oak Street. A Mighty Thai. Yeah, we were in the tiny town of Manzanita. It was a little ways away from Garibaldi, so Big Wave Cafe is where we stopped at. Yeah, the food prices over there, it was pricey high and not what we had in mind, but we were hungry, so that's where I had my first tsunami burger, so it was good. It was good. It was delicious, and I enjoyed it. My very first tsunami burger, and there you have it. Was the Offshore Grill and Coffee House. Why couldn't my parents got to make a right turn, and there was a few more restaurants there in the downtown of Manzanita. I guess they did not pay attention when it comes to the town of Manzanita. And then we head south back to Lakin City, Oregon, passing through Tillamook again. Back to Lakin City, Oregon, and its coastal beaches. And yep, once again, enjoying the ocean view of the Oregon coast, not the Gulf Coast, because I don't want to keep on doing this. Back to the Coho. We went back to the Coho, and yeah, back to the Coho. There we go, the Coho. Yeah. So the Coho and the tide pools. That's where we checked out the famous tide pools of the rocks, the mussels. And so our final day in the Coho. Well, we check out a look at downtown Lakin City, Oregon itself. Of course, besides, going on the beach in the morning from low tide and come back when it's high tide, and everything around it, it was great. It was great, y'all, and there's something, because there was like this farmer's market we checked out, and it was pretty interesting to check out. And there was a donut stand right there selling organic donuts. Organic donuts? You kidding me? Organic donuts? Right there. Organic donuts in a farmer's market. Yes, and it was there in the middle of the day. Then we took a nice walk around and then checked things out with this and that. And, and then we went to into a barbecue. Yeah, there was a place called Candyland, and there's Bijou Theater. Like, What? Yeah, the Bijou Theater. Lincoln City Barbecue. Lincoln City Barbecue. And then we check out the Prehistoric Rocks, Fossil Minerals Rock Shop. It was right next to a Thai restaurant, and it was bad. It was something new to check out. Yeah, the dinosaur bones and all this, and then I try to, like, how do you be digging for gold, and that's amazing. So yeah, it was amazing. I'll never forget it. And there, of course, my parents enjoyed the barbecue lunch there. I ate a brisket sandwich, and the fries was never fried. I thought it was fried, but it was baked. It was baked, oven baked, and it was oh so good with the delicious sea salt added with the pepper. And my goodness, I enjoyed it. That was fantastic. The food, it was incredible. It's like we were so full and satisfied we didn't want dinner, but we had some snacks, so we had some of it and we enjoyed it. And, it was great. It was absolutely great. Enjoying our final stay night on a Sunday, and then we have to get ready for Monday, leaving everything. So before I was leaving, I enjoyed a nice swim in the swimming pool at the Coho. And not to mention enjoying a spa in the sauna. There's no steam room, but there was a sauna. And it was fantastic. It was great. I absolutely love it. Would I recommend coming back to the Coho again? Yeah, why not? The Coho is pretty nice. It's a 3-star hotel, which I do enjoy. There was the Blue Crab, which is a 3-star hotel. If you want to have a good ocean view, I check out like the Coho Oceanfront Lounge or the Seagull Beachfront Inn. But it's like $130 a night. Oh, wow. It's just, there was the Blue Pacific Vacation Rentals and the Sandpiper Suites, the Sea Spray Oceanfront Lodging, and there's the Seahorse Oceanfront Lodging, which is also a 3-star hotel, including Surfland, which is also a 3-star hotel. So, yeah, there you go. And then finally, our day has come. Packing everything, we go back to the way we came. And a straight shot to McMinnville. Into Bellevue. Now we were passing through McMinnville. So we were going to, my gosh, into the town of Newberg, Oregon. Yeah, the town of Newberg. To Chehalem. Not Valhalla, okay? And into the town of Sherwood. Yes, Sherwood. Into Highway 99, into the city of Tigard, Oregon. Yes, I've heard the name of Tigard High School with its own band class. Pretty the tops of that band. And now we're into Interstate 5. And so finally we're making our way straight into the city of Portland itself. And yeah, downtown Portland. And yeah, Portland's huge. The city of Portland itself is huge. And Portland State University, which is a Big Sky Conference. Old Town Pizza and Brewing. And yeah, and also there was, I'm guessing not too far from where we are, was Jameson Square. And I'm certain that the city of Portland itself has its own Chinatown district. And there was the Moda Center, and home of the Portland Trailblazers of the NBA. And there was the Portland Timbers of Major League Soccer. My gosh, and the city of Portland, it's big. It's huge. It's downtown Portland itself. Yeah, and I'm certain that the city of Portland has its own Chinatown district. I'm not saying it does. I'm saying it might, or who knows. But then again, you're going to have to look it up for yourself because I'm not going to look it up for you. So you're on your own. And then we got another good view, another view to the look at, which is Multnomah Falls. But once again, we didn't go to Multnomah Falls. We got a good look at from a view of a distance of Multnomah Falls because a person who owns it completely, that's no longer belongs to the state of Oregon, is just, why would you want to pay fees for parking? It's just stupid. And so, yeah, it was something we never thought what we had in mind. And then we had lunch at the Dalles, Oregon. We know that Spooky's Pizza is closed on Sundays and Mondays. We get that. So we went to a Mexican restaurant, and it was pretty good. The food wasn't too bad at a Mexican restaurant. We absolutely enjoyed it. We absolutely enjoy the authentic Mexican food. It was good. It was great. It was delicious. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely enjoyed the authentic Mexican food there. And it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. I mean, what more can you ask for when it comes to authentic Mexican food, anyways? Oh, nothing much. Nothing much. And there was the Food Mart, there was Starbucks, and St. Clair's gas station. Oh, it was, yeah, we enjoyed it. I think I might remember that Mexican restaurant name, but the name escapes me. The name absolutely escapes me. I have to ask my parents about that. Because we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it, and it was out of this world. It was the very last time, and then the food, the tasting, I'll never forget. I'll never forget. There's just no way if anybody wants to try to forget this and that, like something that absolutely grows on you in a matter of speaking. You'll get the idea that, well, once you enjoy the food around here, I would say it's worth it. No, I don't think it's not Ixtapa Mexican restaurant. No. No, it's not. I mean, if it was, that would be awesome, but I don't think it was not. It was not. It was not. But we did enjoy it. We did enjoy it. And, that was about it. That was that was everything. I mean, we enjoyed, and I know there are some people who are watching this live stream. If anybody like to have any questions or answers, but I doubt anybody would like to answer a question. But if someone out there can be really honest with me about my Oregon coastal trip, and it's that's good enough for me. Because what I really enjoyed is checking out the waterfalls, checking out the city of downtown Portland itself, the Oregon coast of Lincoln City, Oregon, and then enjoying some of the cafes and a stroll on the beach, and this and that, the Oregon Coast Aquarium, the Tillamook Cheese Factory, where they make their milk, their ice cream, their cheese, their sour cream. I didn't even know they make pizza in the food court. So yeah, it was worth it. I would say it is completely, totally worth it. It was the most absolute spectacular feeling that I'm never going to forget, that I will remember for the rest of my days. I will remember it. I'll never forget it. I mean, I'm not going to forget anything that's ever happened to me, because from where I've been to, from where I had to eat, and it was great. And a Mexican restaurant at the Dalles. It was just amazing. I mean, you're never going to forget. I mean, how can you? You're not. I mean, there's no way you are not. My goodness, the food was absolutely delicious. Great and fantastic. Great and fantastic, to be honest. Absolutely fantastic. Now I remember the restaurant, Mexican restaurant name, Casa El Mirador. Casa El Mirador. That's the name of the restaurant we went to. Casa El Mirador. It was great. They opened up from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday through Monday. 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And yeah, it was great. It was delicious. It was awesome sauce, and going to first Spooky's Pizza, now Casa El Mirador. And I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and I don't think nothing's ever going to take this away. But you know what? It was one of the best things that has ever in my life when it comes to Casa El Mirador. First Spooky's Pizza, and then other restaurants I'll never forget. It's just, I would say it's worth it. It is so worth it when it comes to eating food than just enjoying it like if it were my last. It were my last. And you know what? I really, truly enjoyed it. And it's worth it. It's so worth it, to be honest. And now making our way back to the state of Idaho. And you know what? And finally, I'm back home. I'm finally back home. I'm back home. I'm back home. Back in Southwest Idaho. There you go. And now that I'm back in Southwest Idaho, well, here I am. Just making some information live stream about what I did and this and that. But you know what? My parents did enjoy an R&R, and so did I. I feel renewed. I feel relaxed. I feel better. And you know, I'm going to do more videos again. But this time, the videos will be about my Oregon coastal trip to check out the Pacific Ocean and the beaches. And for those who don't know, for those who live in Oregon, because Leo's Let's Plays Alliance has just reached to the state of Oregon, and not to mention the Oregon coast as well, including the city of Portland itself. So, this video or this live stream is going to be archived, which I guarantee you that's going to be happening. And once it is archived, just leave the comment section below and tell me what do you guys think of. Also, I will post this up on the Alliance Community Board. That's going to be happening. In the Alliance Community Board is what do you guys ever gone to the beach, or do you ever go to out of state or any other places like that's kind of like the beach or in the lake or the pond or the sea or the Gulf or the ocean? You guessed it, you name it. And if you do, I would like to hear it from you if you have anything in mind. Just remember to mash that like button and or share this video. If you guys ever been into the coastal ranges such as the Washington coast, the Oregon coast, the California coast, the Texas Gulf Coast, the Louisiana coast, Alabama coast, Mississippi coast, the Florida coast, the Georgia coast, the Carolina coasts, the Virginia coast, the Maryland coast. Yes, I can go on. And I can go on like this. And there, not to mention the Delaware coast, the New Jersey coast, the Connecticut coast, the Rhode Island coast, the Massachusetts coast. Don't forget New Hampshire coast. Yes, the New Hampshire coast. Like such as Rye Beach or Genesee Beach or the Fuller Gardens or Wallace Sands Beach. Or the Maine coast. The coast of Maine, you know. And that type of coast, you know, the coast. But then, you know, anyways, just leave a comment section below once the video is fully archived of this live stream. So once again, I hope you guys enjoy this live stream. For those, I mean, I'm the only one, but even though there may be some people watching this, but too afraid or too scared to tell from what is worth. But I understand. I mean, fear is a normal emotion when it comes to a video premiere or a live stream or both. Because this is a live stream, live in real time, and the chat as well. But in its premiere, the video is pre-recorded. It's not live, but the chat is live and real time. So once again, I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I do. And the videos will be put up shortly soon about my Oregon coastal trip. As your main owner and founder of this entire channel, who likes to take chances, making mistakes, and getting messy, who likes peanut butter and chocolate and or breakfast for dinner, and also I am main event Leo Wolverine, who like to yeet in the chat and also yeet on commentary. So, yeet! Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. I'll see you guys next time of another live stream. And that'll be WWE 2K24 live stream. And also coming soon of the My Rise storyline of Undisputed. And the continuation of the Lock and the Legacy was coming to a close. That's connected to the storylines of 2K24 of the My Rise storyline of Undisputed. And also, my birthday week begins next week for live streaming, which is awesome sauce. And I guarantee you it'll be a fantastic journey straight up from my birthday week all the way to September 10th. It will be awesome sauce. And also, I'll get to watch the NFL football games and college football games on the weekend, plus watching Monday Night Football on ESPN and ABC and ESPN Plus, and also Prime Video NFL for Thursday Night Football as well. So once again, your main owner and founder of this entire channel who likes to take chances, making mistakes and getting messy, who likes peanut butter and chocolate and a breakfast for dinner, who likes to yeet in the chat and yeet on the commentary video here. So Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. I'll see you guys next time for another live stream right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. Friendship is magic for everyone. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Have a great rest of your day and or evening. See ya!